Was a 3-0 before. Vice not able to put a single point on the board. So a very dominant performance. That's with Zeb playing either a Reese or Junker Queen. So there you go. Samoa was first pick on that one. Immediately, Jean kick things off here today for this one. My dog is so funny. He's been sleeping all night. Now, just to now sleep upside down on my bed. Sounds like he's been putting in some hours. It's tough life. It's tough life being your dog. Hey, mine has a similarly difficult life. Let me tell you. All right. JQ out of Azure, and in fact, we do get the Luca on the Venture. Luca made champ just one-tricking Venture, apparently. So, I mean, this is not a joke. Luca's actually really good with the Venture. Quite impressive, I must say. Speaking of impressive, get to see Strider in action once again, and that always puts a smile on my face. Just me and our game audio get really loud. I feel like this is louder than my normal. This is like my playing volume, not my streaming volume. I'll adjust it after the team fight. I don't want to do it while somebody's getting killed. Nobody pick onto Azure, or, I mean, actually kind of a late pick onto Azure. I mean, a fight win here. Back across to take the point back away from Vice. And I'm going to turn down our music. No, I don't want to see. Yeah, I feel like 30. I feel like that's about normal. This feels really loud. Maybe my audio's just. Whoops. No, I didn't want to do that. All right. Fight 2. Y'all let me know if the game audio is too loud. Ooh, little wall jump there from Strider. It still didn't quite get the knock up, but it's always fun. It's impressive just how smooth of a proficient Wrecking Ball player can do that. Neutral with a great opening pick here to start the fight. And, oh yeah, I'm in charge of the pop again, aren't I? I was like, wait a minute, we've been on that Wrecking Ball pop too long. I was like, wait, that's me. That's me. Couple of good picks. Never mind, we'll find Strider. And Zer's still hanging out here, and it's going to be a late Kitsune Rush, the second Kitsune Rush, rather, thrown in. Tap duplicating a Lucio on the outside, and gets the sound barrier in perfect timing with the Rampage coming from Azure. Tap is able to find 2 after the fact. What an insane duplicate out of Tap. Big brain, 200 IQ move. And Vice is going to win out on this fight. Azure with 1 health. Hinge throws out a sound barrier just to make sure Azure survives. I don't know if that was necessary, but all right. Yeah, you keep your tank alive. I mean, with as much pressure as Citrus puts down, I'm not surprised. All right, Strider, smash in on the point, and it is out. Oh yeah, I'm control pop again, aren't I? It's hard to go from good coast streaming. Like, it's not hard. It's just like I get my brain back in motion. Beautiful minds. Never mind gets caught in. We're gonna be a sound barrier layered in. Look at just trying to stall out. See if we can get this to 99. Zombies managed to work their way into the back. Now we're gonna get the excavation here over the point. And Vice have not let go of this thing. Catches Zomba squaw with that excavation. Whoops, Sticky's land. Tap close to another duplicate. 99-99 fight. Oh, no, that was not Tap Pov. That was Tap Pov. I did not get to it soon enough. Azure with the Paracails. With the Rampage. Strider eats the bulk of not only the Rampage, but the Pulse Bomb as well. Vice able to hang on here in our first sub-map. Remember I said Citrus were favored here with a 9-2 record? Hell, I could even put that up top. Oh, you know what? I have not changed. Excuse me. This is lower bracket quarterfinals.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We are in a master. There we go. Sorry, friends. Let's get back into it. All right, tap coming in on the far here on Night Market. There's an early positioning advantage there from the DPS, but they got to scatter as the shot engage comes through from Azure and the rest of Vice. Luca's able to find tap. Whoa. If that changed to Pharah, you can catch them when they don't have their don't have any more jump jets. Azure finds 2 out here. Sorry, I missed those. But hey, you missed the Gracie, so, you know, we'll call it even. Even Stevens. Ninja gonna give chase? Strider working around the outside. Tap just throwing shots all the way through point. Strider's able to pick up one. He's going to continue to roll through and trying to play coast. A couple of DPS were out there. Meanwhile, Tap is in a bit of a struggle. I think Azure, had moved all the way to the outside. Jacob with a nice kill onto Luca under pressure. The neutral is able to swift step out. Still, Azure's going to swoop around through mid. A couple of players from Vice along coast. A long distance toss to try to get far, but Tap manages to continue to pressure down, harass from the outside, looking for a kill onto the Kiri. Almost got it. Mine's on the point, so can't go anywhere. Salmon left with 0 options. Still, Vice have 41% on the board. They're going to be able to move in and contest here for a little while longer. Well, I was looking for the direct with the pile drive. Almost had it. Went for a conch blast off the side. Careful moving up coast. Nevermind's going to move in and try to block a retreat. Gets in a thrown on the point here from Vice, but Nevermind falls. Zur has the rampage, and that was a return rush in from neutral, but just absolutely cut down to size. Jacob runs into the business end of that knife and had the sound barrier kind of lined up out. So a tough turn here for Citrus. As Azure continues to dominate on the point. Now, Strider went off looking for kills. Control has flipped on over. We're dead tied in percentage. Vice moving to protect along coast. Try to keep Tap and Strider from playing out here, but oof. Good converge onto Salmon. Tap not a problem anymore, as Luca's trying to duel it out. Excavation completely ruined. Stuck by Zomba. Recall forced out. Sound barrier beautiful there from Jacob. And Citrus won't lose this one. Chandelier routine along the outside. They checked. I don't know if they found it. Yep, there came Strider, just right on top of the bunch. But Tap took too much damage. Not able to get as close as they like to use the barrage and combine with it. Luca finds Jacob. Nevermind, still chasing Zomba around here. We'll eventually hunt him down. Let's go to some salmon pop. Salmon swift stepping out of trouble. Tap trying to get a chase here with the barrage in hand. Just going to drop out of the sky. Hit Q. Picks up one. Almost got hinged. Gets hinged with the follow-up direct. Incredible stuff. The mine's layered in over the top. Kept Azure from punishing the barrage. Now Azure's low along coast. We'll pick up that mega. I think it's going to make it out okay. 94% on the board, so it's important that Azure lives if Vice wants another chance at this. Now, Sans tank. It's up to Luca here to try to hold the point. Kind of juggling with Hinge to get on, but now Hinge is dead. Who else is left to touch? Salmon got in a brief one. Pulse bomb from Nevermind. think got Suzu'd, if I saw that correctly. And a Kitsune Rush just insurmountable here from Vice. We're headed to Control Center.
Score 1-1. Five, four, three, two, one. Round 3. Capture the objective.
All right. Third and final point here to determine this map. No changes out on either side. Keeping tap on the Pharah. You're playing out of the crow's nest to start things off. Yep, you basically have two choices. Coast or crow's nest from a Pharah's perspective. Again, just trying to layer the rockets in on Strider's pile drive. Still putting a little bit of pressure down the stairwells. Azur and Luca look to emerge. Luca's just going to use the burrow to do so. You get that extra full second cooldown on the drill dash if you use it while underground. Pops up, got some initial damage in the tap, but you're not able to get the final blow. Good peel out of Jacob with the boop and the kill. +1 here to... Whoop, never mind. Quite literally. Never mind. Pop it off. Swinging this fight the other way. Now a 3v3, though. And his tap eliminates the tank on the other side. Strider still back in spawn. Tap up front. Well, on coast. Strider not able to get back in time to contest, and we're going to get a point pickup here from Vice. Let's boop out a hinge there. Just to kind of sit and tap away. Whoop! Jacob, we're going to run from Azur. Azur gets stuck, and tap will get the final blow without it. And whoop! Everybody at go-to is dying. Luca's dead. Sound barrier not in time to save our, well, traditionally tank player, who's now become our venture aficionado. Kitsune out here from Vice. Mine's over it. Recall force out from Nevermind. And it looks like Citrus in control. Now, this composition not built to hold choke. We're going to play coast and ambush. That was a cool little spot to hide. I like that. Trying to get full onto the Pharah. Doesn't quite work. Still attention turned to Zamba. Recall forced out. Ooh, there's the drop down from Hinged. Now they'll loop back around. Luca takes tap out of the sky. Kitsune rush up here from Vice. Oh, but Jacob finished off Luca mid-excavation. Still looks like Vice are up by 2 with a couple of kills coming through. It's just a Lucio and Strider here on the point. Jacob jumps down, Strider dies, and they hold till 51%. This team can hold choke if they want to. Oh, but they've already got... Zomba's already in. Nevermind have that tracked. Nevermind does have that tracked. Ooh. I knew I should have got a taps pop sooner. I was thinking about it. Well, a lot of poke damage coming in. Oh, Luca just stolen a point for a moment and pops back up. There's the drop down. Ooh, not able to interrupt the rampage. Azur is going to get several with that. A monstrous rampage out of Azur. Shot to finish off neutral. 88% and counting. Strider with mines. Jacob going back for the taxi. Strider in a position to touch. All right. There it is. 97% hits. Overtime has been initiated. As they're playing up front, holding back the back line. Strider's able to survive on the point for a while, long enough for Zaba to come in and shoot Azura in the back. Now it's a matter of can Citrus clean this up? Zaba moves in to find Hinge. Sound barrier was used during that. I clicked the wrong button. That is the wrong button sound. That's what that is. Jacob finds a pair at the back of the fight. Alright, this could very easily go to 99.99. A couple of ults here for Vice, but they're running into Kitsune on the other side. Zama pushing in for a chance to throw down this pulse as the neutral tosses in the ultimate of their own. Tap picked up out of the sky. Sound barrier invested late, running into the Kitsune, and the Suzu will protect against the pulse bomb. A good job here from Vice to survive what ultimates that Citrus are able to throw at him, but nobody's able to come up with a pick just yet. Zamba dodges the dagger, but can't dodge the drill. His Hinge goes up top looking for one, and Zur is able to pick up another. And this is going to be Vice flipping this point back over to 99.99 on round 3. Jacob picks up one. There's almost no ultimates. Tap might be able to kill one. If Tap can do a little bit more, there could have been a chance there for Citrus. But alas, it's just Strider here versus the world. And we'll get chased off, hunted down. Zombo with a late touch. The recall forced out. I think they had to triple dash to even touch in the first place. And that'll be the map. Vice with an upset win here to kick things off. There, we got our scoreboard here. Get some stats there from map 1. Tap and Zomba with an even 31 kills each. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. They are working together. That is some good teamwork there out of Citrus. But Azure able to stand tall. The Joker Queen comp working out against the Wrecking Ball. Proves to be the deal breaker. Even with a Afar coming into the mix for the last couple maps, Vice hang on. And they're able to win it out, even after dropping Night Market, bringing it back there on Control Center. Some clever moves out of Strider on the ball on that map. Some stuff I hadn't seen before. But still doesn't quite work out for him. Get back into our overview. We'll check and see if we see any subs. Looks like Lucas staying in. Strider staying in. We still got Tap and Zombo over there. No subs. Oh, sorry. This is not. There we go. That's a better looking. I built this like this for a reason. There we go. You can see the coach even. I need to make some more tea. We want to check in on our other match. Looks like Fluffy Dreamland currently up 2-1 over Team Z. With Team Z about to close out Cervasa. That one might be headed to map 5. We are headed to map 2. It will be King's Row after we had Paraiso banned out by Citrus and Blizzard World banned out by Vice. Oh, and my margins broke. My margins were good this morning. The hell?
Ready for battle.
Inge was back there saying hello.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
All right, tap sticking with the Pharah. Ooh, Zeb's going over to the Orisa. Well, I mean, we have Zeb in. I guess that's really. Ooh, I love the Joker colors. The emerald gun on the gladiator skin. Okay, that's kind of rad. That's kind of rad. Props. I did not know. I was looking. Yeah, but Luca was on Venture. Luca's still on Venture. And now we have Zebin. So I did not know. I was looking at subs initially. I did not see any changes. I guess they did finalize the substitution. Perhaps after I saw it, or I just missed it. Both are possible. Tapping a lot of damage in over the top. And Vice are just hanging out so close. As in, like, you typically you'd see him fall back to Hotel, especially with this much pressure from Afara. But Azur's able to just live right on the front line. Luca eventually chased out there. As Tap will find the final blow, but it was Zeb who kind of set things in motion. Nice boop out from Jacob. Zeb trying to hold down the objective. Suzu doesn't quite reach Salmon, or reach Azur. And that'll be cleanup. That'll be Cap. Azur hoping they can find any kind of purchase to work with here. Might be up to Nevermind. Get a pick, or just use Kitsune. Okay, they're able to get at least up to Bookstore without having to invest. It's just backing off. Maybe a call from here in the flank on the high ground. You can see Nevermind and Venture working their way around, and Luca on the Venture. Call out. Nevermind drops to Mark Bookstore. The Kitsune sewn in here from Vice as they storm forward and try to take back the archway. Neb caught on the wrong side of the tracks, ends up just throwing in the Terra Surge, and it's monstrous. Azur picks up 2 on the back of the fight, but there's, I mean, still a Kitsune rush here from both sides. Zomba and company will get it done here at the end. Messy fight. Cart continues to roll. Defense trying to see if they can set up here on this last corner. Ooh, Zama had Luca caught out there for a second. Has Pulse Bowman looking for a place to drop. Nevermind looking to mark top, and Zama just drops back down low. Moves in through house. So just going to use the opportunity to push in from the front. Nevermind pushing in from the high ground. Rampage at the ready here, and Azur would love to draw Citrus back into this long, narrow straight and just hit as many people as possible. Shot was used to negate some of the damage sound barrier in to help with the rest, and here comes the push out of the defense. Beautiful Gracie's going to land. That's going to be the end of Jacob in this fight. We'll get no sound barrier out of Citrus here as they just backpedal around the corner. Pursuit in from Luca and company, trying to find some exit picks, buy some more time. Nevermind. That's one. Delivers. Azur as well. No, this is real. The troll it? No, this is how they got here. They brought it back yesterday with in a map 5 with the Luca venture. It's actually insane. It's actually ridiculous. It's no joke. Shout engage from the defense. They tried to flip the map. Tap over the top. Kitsune rush in. Zeb fortifies through the pulse bomb. There comes the excavation out. Sound barrier in from Jacob. We'll nullify some of it. Kitsune thrown in from the attacking team, which isn't red, by the way. Never mind what it may look like on your screen. Okay, well, I was bragging about Luca's venture, but didn't get anything done with that excavation. Just gets absolutely manhandled. Hunt is on here for Hinge. Zombo will find the kill. Dark continues to roll. Still a couple of stragglers. Zur stunned out of Rampage. Oh, what a play from Zeb. And that Terror Surge will put him down. Oh my goodness. Luca back to stall the point, but I think they're alone here. With Salmon going down, there's just no sustain. And there's the cap. Never mind off the tracer. Going over to an Ash here to help hold high ground. Keep Cap at least feeling somewhat under threat. Whew, bit of an exchange between the two there. Battling out over the corner. Ooh, nice dynamite. That's kind of dynamite that can just initiate a fight. Wouldn't have surprised me to see Azure push in on it, who has swapped to a Junker Queen of their own, by the way. No more, I mean, to an Orisa of their own. No more Junker Queen here. Pulse Bomb, beautifully done. They're out of Zomba. Now Tap has a little high ground to work with. Gonna push into the back line. Lands one direct. Doesn't need the other. Jacob to finish him off. Jacob gets 2. Let's go to some Jacob Pov here. A little bit of a duel with Hinged. Jacob gets 3. That's 3 kills for your Lucio here in this fight. We'll build up Sound Barrier on the back of it. And Citrus are in a good spot here to cap. Now, they won't have over the minute, so it'll get below that precious time, just with Lucas stalling a cart. Kitsune Rush throw it out for both of our teams. Tap with the Conk Blast and Barrage. Stunned out of it. There by an Energy Javelin. That was dueling Terra Surges here. Spinning Spears of Death. Zeb catches the raw end of the deal. Zer's still low. Tap finds that final blow. Maybe it was Zama that pulled it off. Either way, they go down. Zama comes up with another one, and the attacking team's not done. Sans tank, Tap, and Zamba push this home. 37 seconds on the clock.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Oh, I lost it. I don't have enough cardinal directions to do that for real. I did the top down and track with the team when I wanted to. I need 2 more movement keys. I wonder if I can assign those. I wonder if those are assignable. I can't control all 3 axes, right? With just keys. So there's just a forward and back that's determined by your direction. It's not a straight XYZ. Anyway.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A. The breeze brings relief.
All right, never mind. Back onto the Tracer here to kick things off. Makes sense. I mean, just to work around try to gain entrance onto the house. Zeb immediately giving up this forward positioning, drops down to meet Luca as well as Zur on the objective. A little peel to protect the back line. Battle now in a couple of different spots. Zur loop around and find tap while Zeb was busy trying to protect their Kiriko. Salmon with a beautiful shot. Woo, that was nasty. It's gonna be a one and done here for Vice. Echo swap from tap. Watch for Luca on this left flank. Okay, keeping an eye out for tap. I heard the tracer as well. Head on a swivel. Whoop! Themselves on a swivel. They do the quick 360 as they go into the ground. That was kind of funny. Get the drill dash on to tap some good damage, and here comes the punish. Zur can't quite get it done. The heals are there. Now Zeb finds himself in a bit of trouble, and no Suzu available here for neutral. Zeb is toast. Zur picks up a pair. Zur on their third tank of the map, by the way. Started off in a Jug Queen, then went to match on the Orisa. Now showing us the Diva. Kitsune could be a big difference maker. 20% ahead, 18% to be precise, of what neutral had at the moment. I said that. Neutral's building up a little bit here, and the more time that's wasted from the attacking team, the more the defense is stacking up their ultimates, which they don't currently have. So here comes the Kitsune down. Neutral still a little bit away, but it is going to get up in time to respond. That's if they can survive. Jacob goes down in the back of it. Zeb is going to eat a pulse bomb. Go back to some Nevermind Pav. Luca finds neutral. Nevermind. Try to see if they can fight through this Terror Surge, and Zeb just did not have the life to work on it. So, or to live through it, rather. For that to work, I think was what I was originally trying to say. Zarya swap now from Zep. Oh, Zur just cleans up the side there. Quick little flick onto the Sombra, or onto the Tracer. Excavation, 2 shots fired. Zeb looking a little low now, looking a little comfortable. The Soundbarrier and the Suzu in perfect succession. Here from Citrus, and Zeb's able to make it around the corner, bubble up through the self-destruct. Zur low after a pulse. And what an incredible hero play out of the backline of Citrus as they save the day with a perfectly timed Suzu Soundbarrier combo. And that would have been like a 5-minute time bank. If that caps, like there's no shot. Like it's just such an insurmountable time bank. It would be incredibly difficult for Citrus to claw their way back into this. But now they've got a shot. And they're coming up on a Kitsune of their own. But Salmon's still a little bit ahead. It seems to be a consistent trend. Nice headshot. Maybe that's why. Woo! There we go. It's going to be immediate in the rush. Luca already up front anticipating it. Zur with a swap on over to a Zarya of their own, looking to match. And this is, remember, really fast bubbles into Kitsune. Kitsune and Zarya is just super nasty. Not only get faster tick rate, you get insanely fast bubbles. Zur is able to melt through a tap, turns around, finds Jacob. And looking to finish off this point. I don't see much defense left. And this is going to be a lot of time left on the bank.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Zeb and Zeb and seemed to work for Citrus on their attack. They're able to push it home. They even have a little time to spare, but woo, once it came to the defense, Vice looked like they were just determined,
4, 3,
unstoppable.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Zeb back over into the JQ. As we kind of cycled from Orisa to Diva. Woo! Nice stick on the Luca. Suzu will save them, but I mean, you had to use it there, and it's actually not going to save them. Luca ends up turning it into the statue as opposed to regrouping with Azure, who might have been able to defense matrix their way out. I mean, in just a split-second decision, Salmon with 1 health will get hunted down by the tap. Genji and a deflect kill. Who's on point? Nobody. All right. Now, can you overcome a time deficit with meterage? That's the goal here for Vice. Or here for Citrus, I mean. Vice are immediately just going to get aggressive. Azure zooms into the back line, swapping on over to a Diva. Remember, Juno not an option here in NA. Zama's got 1. Zeb's got 1. Zama's got 2. This card's going to continue. I think if they get around this corner, this is the mark for overcoming that time deficit. I don't even think a cap, really. Get around this corner, like get close to a cap. And I think you've done enough to where that time deficit's not nearly as important. You can force them to spend 2 cycles of ults to get this far. Now, if you cap, all the better, obviously. Check out this duel between Tap and Luca. Tap's going to opt out of it. Decides to go protect Pub from Nevermind instead. Turns around, there's Luca in your face. Give chase. Gets the dash in. Bit of a duel along the outside. Zeb backs up to regroup. Neutral got to pick. Down low, only 1 flanker to worry about. Jacob with the sound barrier in the pocket here for Citrus, waiting for just the right time. Perhaps waiting for this Kitsune. There's the Kitsune out. Tap's going to go and throw the sound barrier. Both are successful, and the blade now available. Kitsune, here comes the Katana. Chopping through some shields and excavation from the other side. Jumping up, Tap's got to just climb the wall to try to avoid the ground-based ultimate out of Luca, but Azure is now down. Zeb looking to approach, take down Luca as they emerge from the ground. No, stopping this Citrus team. Impeccable work. Impeccable timing. And an early pick onto Azure is what's the big difference maker through that one. And now not only did they get past the corner I'm talking about, they've got 5 points on the board. Threatening 6. Now, don't have a whole lot of ults to work with. If this goes on too long, Azure's just going to rampage through, and that could just be that. Here comes Azure to get aggressive to build up the rest of that ultimate. Gracie lands, but Javelin's been available. Zeb still looking in the armor range. Pulse Bomb still not able to get Zeb out of armor. Standing tall. Zeb just going back and forth at an immovable wall. Azure just jumps right over it. And ill-advised. You end up surrounded by Citrus. An opening pick once again onto the front line of Vice. Luca goes in to try to stall up on this cart. Just forced to drill dash out. Tap is going to give chase. Almost another blade in hand. Neutral with a Kitsune. Here to throw around the corner. You want to be able to just throw it all the way towards the back of point. Get max value and allow the team to push in. Zomba is down early in the fight. The return Kitsune in effect here from the defense. Sound barrier out. Jacob able to get theirs down, but just barely. Zeb pushes forward. Luca with another excavation. Out over the point. Zeb still looking strong, but only temporarily. Couldn't quite get their ultimate online. I don't think it would have mattered. What a push out of Citrus, though, as they had got a monstrous amount of meterage for just 1 minute on the clock.
5. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Incredible push. Holy cow. Hero swap out of tap. The Genji was a smart counter to Venture. It's one of the earliest we saw. A good duelist against Venture. An outrange of Venture. Smart pick, and they're sticking with it here on the defense.
Five, four, three, two, one.
4-minute time bank. Same amount of time they started with, shy of by 1 second. My health bars aren't on. Oh, Zama. The aggressive position. Already found out. Vice did one and done this point, I mean, with a fervor last time. And you can see Azur already ravenous and pushing forward to the back of Hotel. Luka with a pick on his Zama will clear out Hotel, and now Luka free to move it into the back line with the Burrow. Up along the wall, they get a shot on to Jacob. They are forced out by the threat of Zeb. Zeb now holding around this back corner, knowing it's better to give up the point than give up any more trades. Holding bookstore ideal. Watch for Nevermind playing along this left-hand side. Neutral right now leading the server in ult charge. An aggressive push in. Neutral is in a bit of trouble there on that back line. Oh, jumps up and punches Luka. Oh, and Neutral. Neutral. Oh, that was amazing. All right. So they're able to push through the archway only using nothing. No ultimate spin. And I was surmising that, you know, Citrus could force a couple of ults out by this point. They have to get ults out here. The more the merrier. At the very least, for them to force them to win this corner. Getting 1 or 2 is be fine. If you can, Citrus can get them all out. That's what we're talking about. Good start. Tap will go down. Oh, God. We could pop that right after they get the drill dash. Brilliant play. Follow up on Zeb as well. No ult spent. I'm sorry. Kitsune was the only one spent. Kitsune was invested for both sides. And you are ecstatic with that if you are Vice. Still tons of time. No overtime spawn, so there may be a recontest if Tap can hold this for a bit. Yeah. They're going to use Deflect to stall. Recall in. Tap goes down. Luka's able to pick up another one. Oh, another opening pick onto Tap very specifically. And no blade in this fight. That was a little bit of lag there. But whoa, what's going on? What is happening? Somebody clip that. Let's just see how many clipped back into position. I've never seen that in my life. Holy hell. Somebody clip that. I'm making a short of that. That was wild. Oh, it's time for some pause polka. That definitely deserves some pause polka. Yeah, the server absolutely shat itself. There's Zamba. Yeah, you can see my warnings are popping up. They're still popping around. Oh. I feel like I need to keep the music on. Oh yeah, we're definitely keeping the music on. I'm dying over here. Oh, I finally cleared. As I pause. Or as I turn off the pause polka. Oh, Fluffy denied the reverse sweep. Thank you. Good to know. Good to know. Skier, appreciate the follow. Strider, thank you for the follow. Dude, legend. Been a fan since G-Force, my friend. Best ball in A. Y'all just saw what's going on, huh? Oh, here we go again. Oh. I think they have to remake. You can't remake this lobby. Like, we're in a 4-5. I mean, and there was a lot of momentum here. I will say there were some opening picks for. Yeah, there it went. Oh, no. What? Don't mind, never mind the background screen. I had to set it for this fast. I didn't get the UBF change to the background. But what? What? All right. I'm curious. I'm curious with the official decision. This is a tough one. What do you do? Are they trying to join back in? Okay, they're back in. Like, here. See? Like, they're back in. This is the lobby. Fades, thank you for the follow. Dude, it really is very unfortunate. All right, that's enough. That's enough pause polka. What the hell is going on here? I think it's just admin paused. Yeah, we're just in an admin pause. All right, the pause polka continues. I'm gonna turn down with it though, which can drive me crazy. Infected, you legend. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Wait. Oh, what? I've got no room chat. Well, I guess we're done with the pause polka. What's the ruling here? Like, are we replaying all of King's Row? Neutral nervous. Are we replaying all of King's Row? We're in a 4-5 overtime situation. Like, with a huge fight coming up on the back of point B for the 5th point. There for Vice. Are we just starting over? All right, take 2. No point crying over spilt milk. Rock and roll. Do it again. Let's do it again. All right, let's see who's calm and cool under pressure. Who's got their emotions in control? Because I think that is a big part of this. Like, you just come back in, reset like it's nothing. Azura under a lot of pressure early. Kind of got caught in the middle of the statue. That's where things really started to go south. Realized that they were going to die. Tried to back out. There was just no escape. This is going to be a very fast one and done here for Citrus. Good pick from Luca. I don't know if it's going to matter. Kirsty, I don't know. Kirsty, I don't know what just happened. Somebody please clip all that. I would love to. It was such silliness. It was such silliness. Like, the world must know what just happened. Because that was amazing. It wasn't amazing for our players, unfortunately, because they got to replay stuff now. But as far as the grand scheme of Overwatch happenings, that was a first. Luca, aggressive move. He was able to escape out the window. Yeah, the reset on the 5-5 is bad. Yeah. Woo! That's the pulse dash combo. Good use of the Kitsune here. And Citrus continue to roll. We're back to the pause polka. Everybody dance. It's the pause polka. It's the pause polka. Pause polka. Tell you, I'm gonna make a graphic. I'm gonna make a pause polka graphic. That's it. I'm running to grab another drink. Y'all enjoy the polka. Thank you, Maddie. Quite frustrating for our players, honestly. But if you can take a step back and laugh about it, I think that's a pretty funny moment. In the heat of the moment. Obviously very frustrating for our players. But hey, like I said, a good test of your mental. Good test of your mental. And we're playing Warrior 5. They have requested a pause. Yeah, finally somebody else just bailed to force a pause. No, it was a smart move. They should have done that sooner. Just bail, force it to pause. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I would never advocate for just bailing for no good reason, but this seems like an extreme circumstance where that's the right move to stop the clock and get your player back in here. Assuming assuming Azur's coming back. But never assuming anything is out of, an immature response. I will never ever assume that. I'm gonna assume this is just continuing server issues. That's more of what we have evidence of. All right. This has been going on too long. It's fun for a bit, but after a while, it just gets irritating. Okay, it looks like they got one of their players back. Okay. Everybody's back in. Yeah, unfortunately, this map is a little bit of a circus. It does, at least, it looks like servers have stabilized. Everything's looking smooth. I don't know, obviously, what players' MS look like, but... And Salmon will get a pick here, and the defense will hold. Throws back, pulls out a Sigma. Puts a stop to this. All right, we're back in action. Everybody lock in. Everybody lock in. Let's go. No point crying over spilt milk. Tap's gonna go dash it into the back. Suzu used early, and with Bionade, that was a quick pair of kills. Nicely comboed. Excuse, what was that? A deflect? No, it was a rampage. Oh my god. I was like, wait, where did that purples come from? Oh yeah, Zeb rampage. I just didn't hear the audio cue. Zeb 100% rampage through that. Beautiful combo. Luca dodges the pulse with the burrow. Shout, engage. Neutral close. He's going to go ahead and throw the Kitsune right over the point. Throw a couple of Kitsune or Kunai towards Nevermind on the right-hand side. Pulse out, will not land. Zama's able to find that pick. Vice now just kind of stuck in the far left-hand side, and Citrus will cap with quite a bit of time. March or Merch could be either. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. And Kaiser Ketamine. What a name. What a name. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the follow. Thank y'all both for being here. I really appreciate it. It really is tough for the players, Maddie. Again, it's something I think we could look back on and have a good laugh. But in the heat of the moment, yeah, it's absolutely tough on the players. I almost feel bad for laughing, but I feel like if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, right? So that was the way my emotions went with it.
Ready for battle.
I have props to Citrus for staying confident, although to be fair, but they had a big, a big gust of wind into their sails right before everything kind of went south and we had to remake the map. Getting a huge push in extra innings. So it kind of felt like the momentum was with Citrus, and the advice were just about to kind of match that when things, when the servers blew up. So harder for Vice to kind of shake it off than it is for Citrus, I would say. But here we go. They get to come out on the attack, see if they can put up the same thing they did before. They've done it once. They can do it again. They had a very fast one and done on point A. Here to start things off. Looking for history to repeat itself with the Zero on the Sigma this time. They're taking a little bit of a different approach, even on the attack. As Luca's giving chase up top, finds that kill on to Jacob. Hell of a start here for Vice. Drop it down in behind Zeb. Luca now backing their way onto the objective. End up a little bit surrounded, just drill dash right back out towards bookstore. Citrus up into the window, and so far a perfect run here from Bison. Looks like they are, in fact, able to repeat their prior performance on this objective. Yeah, Kaiser Ketamine, I'm sure there for a bit, everybody was just on terrible ping. And that's why it went down like it did. Jutsu, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Suzu would protect against the onslaught coming through from Zeb and Tap. Looking to return fire. Ooh, try to catch Tap up top. Not quite able to do it. Consider rush out here from the defenses. They're going to push in through the archway and a kill onto Azur along the way. Where are you going, Zeb? Oh, Zeb's going just right up to the door. Looking for the gold star. Jacob finds the pick. There's the pulse trying to clear the high ground. Doesn't find anybody, and we can look at the wall for a moment. I mean, they dominated on control. They did very well on control. Excuse me, that was a Gravitic Flux I heard. Suzu to protect Luca here. Zeb with the Rampage got absolutely nothing, I don't think, out of that. It may have caught Nevermind. It was hard to tell, but Vice are able to fight their way out. Vice have been playing very well. There is that. There is that mix. All right, 3:45 on the clock. They're around bookstore. Ooh, look at this approach. High ground approach. Oh, and Zeb immediately picks up a kill into a Kitsune rush, no doubt. But the rush itself does buy a little bit more space, and not the important corner, not yet. Down one, Vice don't want to risk it, and they're just going to back out. Even Mr. Aggressive there. Luca, greeted by Zamba when they went into the pub to try to pick up a little refreshments. By that, I mean a mega. Alaska, thank you for the follow. Bumblebee as well. Appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here. Did y'all catch wind of the cloud show? It's been a wild map. Not any insult to our teams in any way. That is not what I meant by that. Just the map itself. Strawberry out to protect against the katana is Dragon Blade. Looking to slice through, but the sounds of shielding are too good for now. But both of our Lucios find themselves out of the fight. And Zombo picks up a kill on the back line with that pulse. Defense looking to stabilize here right under the arches. In fact, Zombo's going to go in way deep. Gets the Suzu out. Never mind there for a little bit of backup, but Luca ends up stranded on the front line. Nice one clip out of Never. You got Zombo with that? That was a hell of a one clip. Gets it in here from the defense, trying to push through, but a predictive stick tracks where Zeb was headed. Still, double healing is pretty darn good. Turns out a Genji into a Kitsune Rush is pretty damn powerful as well. Ooh, I want to say taps in A, but I'm not confident in that, Kaiser Ketamine. I'd have to double check the Licky. I feel like I've always seen tap into A. Am I wrong? Rampage gets two, but Jacob gets just clobbered. Nice. Zeb cleans up, defense holds. 90-second on the clock. Azur working up towards the Rampage. This has got to be the ticket. It's kind of now or never. Kitsune and Rampage, kind of now or never here for Vice. Both coming out simultaneously, and Luca will pick up one. Follows up with a kill on a neutral as well. Two already in the belt, looking for more. Finds it. Beautifully done. Luca gets a three-piece there on the venture. putting them to great use. Showing us all that practice Luca's been doing in ranked. Oops, that was the wrong way. I wanted to go this way. Tap up to the high ground. Never mind, looking to give pursuit. Gets healed up, pulls out the blade, gets finished off by the rampage. Zerg gets it up, lands it true. Still concerning from the backline, has kept the rest of Citrus standing through this fight. Never mind, not able to land the pulse. Looking trying to head to the high ground. We're last fight here, last chance for Vice to push into the Foundry. Get something done here on this repeat performance in King's Row. A repeat of King's Row. Sound barrier out here from the defense. They're trying to push forward. Nothing left here. You have to win it out in the neutral. Luca giving pursuit. A lot of low health bars. Suzu used defensively, but neutral has been able to pick up multiples along the way. Citrus Nation, hang on. They'll take map 2. Tie us up here in the series. I'll find him afterwards, Maddie. I can go find all the clips on my channel. I mean, if you want to post them, you can. We've had some joiners in here if they want to check out how bad the servers shot the bed. I'm okay with that. Oh, actually, I may not have links on. Ior, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Oh, shit. I was late. I was chatting. I didn't get to your scoreboard in time. Let's get you some stats. There's you some stats. I'll go fix our scoreboard at the bottom while y'all check out some stats. Boom. All right. There we have it. Okay, there's confirmation from IR. Thank you. He is in a name. Very good. Very good. Appreciate you. Okay, on the King's Row that mattered, on the official, it was a very one-sided affair, and it did not start off that way. But I mean, this is the one that goes on record. Ends up with spectacular performance out of tap in particular. So Zeb staying on the Junker Queen for the entirety here at King's Row. We saw Zer trying to bring out some of this. There's been a bit of tank roulette here from both of these teams. We saw over the course of what I guess was 2 King's Row. We saw the map played twice. I mean, we saw Diva, Orisa, Junker Queen, Zarya, Sigma. Like, I think that's it. But still, we saw 5 separate tanks there in that back and forth between these 2 teams. So Zeb settling on the Junker Queen ends up working out well. It goes 29-4. Now we're tied up. And we're headed into a Citrus Nation map pick, if memory serves. They were talking about why they had to leave because the one pause had been used or something of that nature. That's above my pay grade. I'm not a rule booker. I'm just here to present you the match. And important information, sure, we'll come across. But I think all that's important here at this point is that's the map that counted. Citrus Nation are able to tie us up. Do I not get... Oh, we have to wait till a lineup is finalized before we can see the ban. No changes here. So with Azura and Luca still in, I mean that's Azura on tank and Luca on Venture. There it is. It was a new Queen Street ban from Vice and Runa Soppy here picked from by Citrus Nation. I appreciate it, Maddie. Here, I'm gonna... Was that? Oof. You've had a hard time, it sounds like, Cassie. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that for sure. Yeah, I'm just a streamer. I appreciate the people I deal with are very kind and are very responsive and quick on the draw, and so I've had nothing but good things to say. But I'm coming at it from a different angle. I'm dealing with different people. Um, when I'm just in a completely different situation. Context matters. Situations matter. My dealings have been pleasant, but sorry to hear that yours have not. We were still waiting on people to connect to the lobby. Not exactly sure what's happening here. I don't know if people are resetting or if hoping ping clears up. Cassie, it's all we got. This is what we have for Path to Pro. This is our option. We need to support this league. We just need to offer feedback, to offer constructive, well articulated feedback to reinforce how important it is to have that immediate communication and to have that immediate feedback, and that making sure that the expectations are clearly laid out and followed through on. I'm sorry you had a bad experience, but the response is not always to just completely blacklist whatever bad experience you had. Offer constructive feedback. And I do mean constructive, not flaming, not frustration, but constructive, honest feedback. They will listen. They want you to have fun. They want you to have a good experience. They want you to play in their system. They're not just trying to ignore you for the sake of ignoring you, I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm not talking about a particular individual's personality. I'm talking about just as a whole. FACEIT wants people to have a good time so that they keep playing under their system. We want FACEIT to be good because it's what we have for Path to Pro right now. We need FACEIT to be good. No. Blacklisting is not the answer. Feedback is the answer. I can understand frustration. And I'm not saying it's not warranted. I don't know what your experience was exactly, but it sounds pretty frustrating. No doubt. Not dismissing that at all. Squarebrats, thank you for the follow. We're just waiting on some people to join the lobby here. Given the delay, I would anticipate there may be a discussion going on, but we'll see what happens. As it currently stands, your score at the bottom of the screen is accurate. Give it time, Cassie. Give it time. I'm sorry you had a bad experience. That sucks. Ooh, okay. We'll see if this gets remade. We'll give it a second. As of right now, looks like Vice just kind of no-show forfeited on the lobby. I mean, you have 5 minutes to connect. If you don't connect to the lobby, it is an auto forfeit. You don't just forfeit one map. It's the entire series. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Squarebread. Zeb, dude, maybe you can give us some insight. I personally am confused. What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Well, obligatory. But what's going on? I'm on a delay. Here, I'm going to ask you in chat. Always enjoy watching you play, by the way. I know it was a little bit, you know, not ideal of a server situation, but I had fun casting you. I thought you were kicking ass. The Junker Queen pick seemed to work. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right, we've remade the room. Let's give this another go. Okay, everybody's here. No, we're still mission 2. Okay. Oh, good with server crasher and pause timing. Yeah. Yeah. Understandable. Okay. Thank you for the update. Good luck out there. Okay. So there you go. They were just, you know, getting their pause timers and stuff squared away. Because it does feel, I wasn't looking at the conversation, that's above my pay grade. It does feel like you shouldn't have to use your pause timers if the server crashing is what caused the pause, right? And they were still. Oh. No. But yes, so they just had to square away how much pauses people had left, and you know what pause time people had, and get all that squared away before moving forward. So I think that was the reason they were hesitant. That's the reason that they were hesitant to immediately jump back in the lobby. That's why we had a little bit of a stall there. Was just to get the rules again, clear expectations and communication. Nothing wrong with that. We're back in map 3. We're all tied up. Let's get into this bad boy. Lock in, everybody. Let's lock in. Tap sticking with the Genji. Already making moves here on the front line. I still think this outside coast is the most important positioning. Not really a hit scan to work with back here. It's, you know, I mean, 4 dive DPS on the battlefield at the moment, but Azure still picks up a kill on Jacob. Nice little turnaround shot. Luke is able to get 2 shots down on 2 different enemies. That was cool. Both led to kills. Flawless fight win here for Vice to kick things off. All right. Gotta take a sip of my drink, sorry. Okay, Zeb giving chase there. Thought about pursuing, but didn't want to go to the jump pad. Azure holding in a very interesting spot. I love this positioning out of Azure to hold middle building. And trying to give yourself cover. Because what I find so tricky on this map is making it down to this corner. Running into this corner is always a pain. You can see how much space Citrus have gained. They're able to kind of push up and fight around the boss. Around the smoothie bus. Which, by the way, driving smoothie bus, brilliant idea. Keep an eye on neutral to open this up here with a Kitsune. Down this long street would be an ideal place. The pulse misses for Citrus, but lands for Vice. Never mind, actually gets a pair before the Kitsune can even come online. And this is going to be another good fight win here from Vice. This one wasn't flawless. There should be. Is there a 4th? Did they lose 2? I thought they just lost 1. No, they did lose 2. Or maybe Hinge just went back to Taxi. That's entirely possible. Alright, dueling rushes over this open area right in front of the checkpoint. Rampage in from Azure, but sound barrier is good on the other side, and Tap is going to go ahead and pull up a Chatada. Luca's answering, has at least 1 kill with the excavation. A little chase up to Tap on the high ground. Shot towards the window to cover the escape, but Tap is still in pursuit. 1 lands, Tap gets the kill. Rampage from the other side will finish off Azure and Hinge. It's really Tap that gets the feed, but the Rampage did the hard work. Vice threatening a very aggressive defensive position here. Got back lightning fast. Luke was able to stall the card out. The minimal distance gain from Citrus on the back of that fight win. But kill from Zeb will open up things well here. And 5v4, and the cart continues to roll forward. Luke now trying to give chase, and Citrus have managed to kind of sneak the cart far enough where it's forced an awkward rotation. Luca will not be able to make it back to the rest of the team. Never mind, still not in the fight. Azure just backs away. Whew. Couple good shots landed there. Nevermind managed to work their way out on point. This has forced rotation. Citrus just trying to escape safely up the hill. They use their own bus to do so. There goes Azure from the jump pad right up the middle. That good sight lines through towards the back line. You gotta be careful. Zama's on the flank there, and Zeb's not gonna let you in for free. Same rule applies to Luca, and they bail on it. Nevermind's managed to sneak in along this outside. Tap knows you're there. Will at least force out recall. No opportunity to move in with the pulse. Good mark from Tap on the flank. This is given time for a shout. Rush in. Aggressive push. And Zama's able to chase down Azure right out of the gate. Zama follows up on a second kill. And beautifully done. Timing on that at a knife's edge. As Nevermind kind of went hunting into the back. Or maybe it was Luca who kind of went hunting in the back. They had the positioning along that outside. But a fast move in. Good opening from Citrus. They fall in the small window and they shout rush into it. Just smash right on through. Now they've got a checkpoint and close spawns picked up. Azure shouting in, was hoping to catch Tap, but they're able to just dance away. Now giving chase, you can go up. Oh, nope, turn attention on the Tap. Now up the jump pad, Rampage in hand. You're going to try to use it to counter out this blade? No need. Luca's already found it. Luca dies in the meantime, considering a rush out here from Vice. Nevermind eventually decides to push their way out. Put a little extra damage onto Zeb. Not sure anybody else came with him. It's enough to deny close spawns, though, importantly. As Vice managed to push TS1 across that center barrier. Rampage looks good. The Suzu's even better. Zeb's going to throw in a Rampage on their own. Just solo onto Azure. Not even sure where Azure ran off to. Azure just circled back around here into the middle. Into a bit of a do-see-does. Luca has another one of these? Holy cow. Luca's getting these so fast. What is it, the excavation? Still not able to find anything with it. Zeb picks up a kill. It's actually 2 picks going in Citrus's favor. That'll be enough. Luca, well, hello there, Beauregard. Austin in. What is it, buddy? What is it? My dog just came busting in, just sat next to me. Like, good, I want some screeches. Let's try to rush in here from the Citrus. Not much else to combine with it. Let's go check out what's going on the front line. Ooh, there's 1 pick already. Zama's had a fantastic map. Got the back line low, swift step into the front, and Tap and Zama are able to just stick right with Salmon. Like a fishy smell. Give a chase. Oh, the boop. And the blink melee. The good old blink punch. Good distance picked up here from Citrus. Zombo, ooh, got the stick. Looked like the Suzu was in, but Tap has managed to get a kill anyway. Make that a few kills. They're just riding a wave like a pro surfer all the way to the back of spawn, and the momentum is real here for Citrus Nation. Swap over to Zarya from Azure to try to put an end to it. See if they can put a couple holes in those sails. Didn't quite catch Luca in that camera frame, did I? Kitsune out. There's a Rampage in from Zeb as well, alongside the Blade from Tap. We'll combine for a kill on to Hinged. Jacob falls in the sub area of the pocket, and Azure picking up a pair of kills on the Zarya swap. Killing Jacob was huge, too. Had sub area ready to go. This will allow Hinged to kind of catch up in that race. Not to mention, let's get this bot moving the other direction here for Vice. Deflect this. That kind of worked out well. So step in from neutral to try to help out Zeb in the back. And Luca will punish them for it. Zeb has no sustain. Vice are going to win another one here. Do lose Sam in the middle of it, so we're going to see a little taxi there here from Hinged. Rocking the Dynasty skin. Yeah, cool. Kitsune here from neutral. As the Sports just not making it back into the fight. Nevermind comes with a big pick early. Woo! Zer continues to roll. Luca has come alive in these past couple fights as well. But the Zarya swap. "20 seconds on the clock. Lead in the series on the line. Bot has to stop for the checkpoint. Low spawns are here. Never mind. In a lot of trouble here in the back. Recall Forest out. Try to keep pressure down, but that is the entire Citrus team that is hunting you down. Sound barriers online. That is about it on the table right now until Nevermind makes it back into this fight. Tap able to pick up one, swapping over to the Echo. Both sound barriers land, but Luca already down. Zerg. Mode throw. And Citrus will take yet another map. Never relinquishing control, never relinquishing the lead here on map 3. There we go. Stats for map 3. Looks like Vice bailed before it caught their stats, or it didn't register because of the way the remake of the room. Hard to tell. But at least we get an idea of Citrus's stats. Oh, Beauregard, come here, buddy. Jacob only 4 deaths on the Lucio. 5 stars for the Uber service. 100%. Absolutely. What? All right. Oh, the lobby bugged out now. Okay. This is not... The lobby's just bugged. Lobby is just bugged out. This is not a final score. Lobby's just bugged out. They just need an admin to come in and set this up. No stress. Let's see what's going on in the mainstream. What we understand. Okay. Ooh, Timeless up 1-0 over TSM. Sand72, thank you for the follow. Oops, I know, sorry. All right. Oh no. I'm already getting PTSD. Just approaching this corner. We're not sticking around, we're just waiting for the lobby to fill up. Good current game. We're just kind of punching in here and just get an update. Oh, that was a huge soul captive sign. Mana boost onto Icy. Now, TSM got very close to all 3 points, but they did not get all 3 points. So, Timeless will have to pretty much cap, but there's no extra innings. No draw scenario here. Oh, okay, we were waiting on one player, and then I popped back in, and now we're waiting on a different player. We're just waiting for map 3 to start here for our current matchup here for Vice versus Citrus Nation. It is a lower bracket semifinal. Or lower bracket quarterfinal, excuse me. But I figured as opposed to sitting here staring at a lobby screen, we can kind of punch into our upper bracket finals here from Timeless and TSM. Ooh, looks like Timeless have got this fight. That was a late nano. I don't know. You did not need nano. Still waiting on a player. Ah, sorry. Woo. Gonna come down to the wire. Let nano. Looking for something. Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep our eye out. See, if Timeless goes up 2-0, they were able to push it here on that fight. But it's time to cut back over here to our current matchup. Citrus up 2-1, headed into map 4.
Ready for battle.
Then on the back of a Junker Queen Genji, and you can see that they're still liking that. They're gonna stick with that. No Strider in since map 1. They have brought Zeb in and have won both maps since bringing Zeb in. What's going on?
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Sorry, my brain hurts. Don't mind me. dash out there from the burrow. Tap was low, so it was a life-saving move. Center pillar currently belongs to Vice. And they're able to put a lot of pressure on Neb because of it. There's not a whole lot of room for Neb to work, not a lot of things for him to hide behind. Push in the back here from Tap to try to lead some pressure. Ends up just getting 100% punished. Point cap will go over to Vice here to kick things off. Ooh, never mind's out on a Genji too. I did not catch this. So no more Tracer. Same comp otherwise. I mean, still a similar idea. Just dive heavy Junker Queen comp. Focus all onto Azor, and then they just get bailed out. Luca, they're putting a lot of damage down. It looks like only Vice able to really utilize the two Kitsunes that are here. I say that, I mean, Tap's getting into the mix, doing some ninja things, but unfortunately, Azur's doing better things. Somebody's got to come meet. Lots of ults to choose from if they want to jump down. It'll be, never mind. Here with the katana, start things off. But Dragon Blade just absolutely whiffs on to neutral. Zeb's going to go ahead and throw a rampage. Zur topped him one as well, but Zur's the only one hit between both of them. I think Suzu's must cleanse the rest. Point in control of Citrus right now. They're still fighting from the low ground. Shout, Vice, and drop. And Nevermind gets a kill. Well, actually, it was Azur that got that kill. I thought the dash did it, but either way, still a trade coming in from the other side. Zeb low. Nevermind, take it down before they're able to find the kill. Tap with some decent peel. Finds 2 for 1, but with Zeb not in the fight, this could be exceedingly difficult here for Citrus to try to hold on to. 99% for Vice. One flip and they'll take it. Kill on to Luca, though. Reinforcements running out. And overwhelming odds, despite not having a take, favor Citrus Nation. Decently long run back. Okay, you can see it. Nevermind's already close. So, I mean, there's plenty of options here as far as pathing. It's not like a desperate just run through the pack to try to get a touch. But this timer goes up quick. Luca, dropping our first ult since, oh, we haven't done the rampages. First ult since the rampages? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, that's important. Nevermind's gonna drop in the back line, 99-990 for the first point. Everybody from Citrus just kind of holds up down in the cubby. And they're able to kind of bait Luca down there, ends up in a 4v1. No one else comes back to touch. Gonna clean up on this point here for the rest. Here we go. Ready to refinery. No, sorry. This is bomb flats, isn't it? Both Kitsunes, throw it in. Double available for Jacob, but Tap dies 1% away from getting a blade online. Every one of those cooldowns just landed in Zeb's face, and Zur caught Jacob with a pro shot. Now somebody's been practicing their knife throwing. That was a low player rampage from Zeb. And it ends up getting 1, but that is gonna do it. Tap with Blade, Soundbarrier available. Same thing there for both sides, but difference is Azure did not use their Rampage last fight. Soundbarrier now in. Tap's already picked up one. That Rampage unleashed from Azure. Try to stop Tap. Oh, the axe is mightier than the sword. Back on point. Luca's found a pair. Make it 3. Yep. They're just gonna have to turn it up. You're gonna take this point away from them. DPS ult apiece. Gonna be fairly in the neutral here for this next one. Zama down, so the one ultimate gone on the other side. Here it comes the excavation. Kind of corrals Citrus over on that, behind that side, behind that corner. And they just don't make the rotation. They get caught. The ducks. Whack. Whack, whack. Both teams getting about the same time. Ooh, looks like Citrus Nation will get this precious high ground. Burrow from Luca to cover the gap. Azure still has a shot if they want to use it. They're able to just kind of force tap, and really the rest of Citrus Nation back with just a couple of good clean shots. Threat of damage. It ends up being a fairly even fight. Azure makes the run across. Kitsune Rush greets them at their back just as they get low. Right in the nick of time. The return out here from neutral. Pulse bomb from Zombo. Yeah, caught Nevermind right underneath Nevermind's feet. Zombo with 2 already in this fight. Citrus Nation already in control as they're going to get a stagger kill here onto Azure. And it was, I mean, a lot of that just goes back down to the race, I think. I mean, you know, the positional advantage from Citrus Nation since they got back to this point first. They were able to kind of hold close and then back up a little bit, disengage from the rush, and respond with their own. All right, so we can set up position here on our way in. Luca's coming in from the low ground. Jumped up top, but here comes the blade. The attack is good. Rampage completely stopped out of Azure. I think that one got absolutely HA'd. Nevermind gets nothing with the blade either. Citrus might have just claimed the map off of that. Not only are they able to kind of swing the economy in their favor, but woo! Okay. You know, that's the kind of thing when you lose 2 ults in a fight. Kind of thing that can be a little demoralizing. But Luca's able to get an exit pick. These players are no strangers to competition. I'm sure their mental is titanium, right? Let's find out. Watch for Zeb moving on that left-hand side. The Suzu to protect Azure. Excuse me, that was Zomba, I meant. Rampage found 2. Sound barrier out. Still Zeb's trying to give chase here to Salmon on the back end. Kitsune now thrown in from neutral, right over the point. Hinge ends up falling down. By down, I mean back at spawn, not falling down to the low ground. Falling all the way to the spawn ground. Luca trying to get out. Azure returns on to the point. Combining here with Nevermind, but gets knocked down to the low ground. Zombo was giving chase on that one. Yep, and we'll pick up the kill. We're back up top. Zeb finds Nevermind. Citrus find the point and find themselves 95% away from moving on to your lower bracket semifinals. That's the same shuriken going back and forth 17 times. Open it up here. Everybody too far away for now. Tap heads to the high ground to avoid the ground base ultimate. The Suzu protects against the immersion there. That's not the immersion's not the right word. To emerge. Whatever that was. The emerging? The emerging. Gracie misses, but the shots land. I think Hinge was there to try to pick up that final blow. Neutral swift step out, but Luca with the follow-up. Titanium mental indeed. Clean fight win here out of ice. Trying to force a map 5 here. What a satisfying noise. Just that ding. Push it up left-hand side. There goes Tap. Katana's out. Bolstered by shields. Rampage in after the sound barrier. Still, Azur's not quite able to find anything with it. Now under just a whole heck of a lot of pressure. Gets an A in from Citrus to look to close out this fight. Steal this point right back. Send this into one last opportunity. Final fight for the point. Could be final fight for the series. Vincent, if Vice gets it, their last chance. Win this fight or go home. Luca with aggressive positioning already inside. 65% towards that next ultimate. Azura posturing here on this front corner. Watch the back end. Zombo is coming in on the flank. Meanwhile, Junk Queens are battling out. Zeb's gonna throw the rampage. That one's monstrous. Gets 3. I don't think Salmon has the Suzu. No Suzu available. Hinged is down. DM off the table. Excuse me, the sound barrier off the table. Luca in and try to salvage this here for Vice. Salmon cut down to size. Never mind, just chased off into a corner. The overtime is gone. Citrus Nation send Vice packing. They move on into your lower bracket semifinals.
Play of the game.
Nope. Yeah, we'll just leave it here because my... unfortunately, no stats. Just because the lobby kind of had a bit of an issue. So we don't have any stats from map 4. I'm ashamed to tell y'all. I'm afraid to tell y'all. But, yeah, we can kind of just get a little bit of a quick recap here. I mean, first map went Vice's way. Kings Row, I mean, we went to extras and we had a server crash and had to replay the map. I mean, we were about to be 5-5. There was a big fight coming up on the back of point B, where Citrus Nation put up a huge push with only 1 minute. Vice had 4 minutes of extra time. And we're about to equalize, it felt like. I mean, it was that last fight was still up in the air. That was just kicking off, and everybody was starting to throw in ults, and it was getting nasty, right? When the servers just decided that they weren't having it. So we replay Kings Row, and Citrus Nation push hard. They carried that momentum from that extra innings push and just rode that wave all the way through the rest of the series. I mean, it was a heck of a fight from Vice. I mean, Citrus Nation were your 9-2 team versus a 6-5 team. I mean, it was gonna be a tough road there for Vice from the get-go. You know, they're coming in 5-6. Not even 6-5, 5-6 versus a 9-2 team. So, I mean, it was a big underdog play from Vice, and it's a shame that it kind of happened the way it did. But, you know what? GG's, congrats to Citrus. They're able to move on. And you know what? Citrus deserve a dub. After they got dropped by Nightmare, that had to hurt a little bit, right? That had to hurt a little bit. Oh, my goodness. But, you know what? They get the dub here. Get a little bit of, you know, yeah.